there, my name is Anastasia Dunevska. I'm CMO at Gain Ventures, and we are here at TGE Summit at Cornell Tech University with Art. Art is advisor on our market of crypto. So I'm giving a virtual mic to Art to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about your background, what brought you to crypto space and what you're doing currently. So
Absolutely, yeah. Glad to be here. Very excited about the upcoming session. So it's going to be a lot of insights or a lot of things that you only know if you're in the trenches.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with the crypto market. So I came from Web2 marketing. So I have been in that space for quite a while. I worked with startups, e-commerces. I helped run digital agency, and it's very different from Web3 markets, especially as they're still evolving. They're changing much more rapidly than traditional space.
Yeah, true.
Because it's harder to measure where is success. Is it success because a lot of projects don't actually have any kind of deliverables or measurements. They're not selling widgets, right? They're not selling phones. They're selling idea or promise, and so the marketing has to adjust to that. So a little bit of my background: I'm a former head of marketing for Polymarket, the prediction markets, IoTeX Layer 1, Zilliqa Layer 1. I have advised a number of projects, pretty large projects as well, in various ecosystems. I advise for Columbia University and Lab to Market Accelerator. I advise for Techstars, Web3 Accelerator, and recently was mentor at It Global to just ideas to help startups grow and scale. And so seeing what really happening.
That's so cool. Well, speaking about the poly markets, there are so many discussions out there about the market in general, how it will evolve within the time, and what is the next upcoming trend. If you can share any expert takes, of course, not investment advice, but just in case,
None.
what do you think? We have a debate here.
Yes. So to me, everything is prediction, right? So we're all trying to predict. Like Polymarket make it more of a objective, but the reality is we always discuss what's next, how it's coming. I'll give you my take on it. So I also write occasionally for Forbes articles. So if you take a look at Web3 trends, you'll see some of my takes on it. So my mostly updated take is here right now. Okay, if you're watching, you're in it. So I believe we're kind of in this slow market. Like Bitcoin really took off, Ethereum starting to take off. But a lot of smaller projects are still just bubbling up. They haven't had their day in the summer like they did in 2021. That cycle is still not here. So we're likely going to see much busier seasons like next fall, spring, winter. This is a time where usually people get or new audiences come in. They are excited about something new. In this case, we have stablecoin, which is very exciting. Gaming seems to be coming back. There are real world assets that are dipping.
Right.
So all those sectors that haven't been around back in the day or are not in the same scale. So this is going to be the biggest, this is likely going to be the biggest verticals. And of course AI. But AI touches every vertical.
Yeah, AI is right now everywhere, and I like your story that you came from very traditional market like everyone did, which shows us that Web3 is not a unicorn. This is a genuine evolution of something we already had. So you've been in a startup shoes so many times, I bet. Do you have any hints for those who are presenting the projects here and now in the auditorium around the corner?
Sure. I mean, I always say it all starts with their framework. You have to have a framework of how do you do marketing. You don't just do marketing. Like just doing marketing is just you making noise. You're just hoping for the pay dirt and pushing in different directions. So generally, the idea is, do you have a coherent brand? Do you have easy to pronounce brand that you can trust? How are you doing content, right? How are you doing storytelling? How do you do influencers? So right now I'm also with Lever.io, which is crypto influencer marketplace. And I do a lot of elements there. And I see it was such a necessary space for companies to grow. They don't necessarily know how to grow, so they don't know how do we build out the community. how do we build engaging audience, how do we get new audience, and all that is different steps. So you don't build 10th floor building, you need to start with the first floor. So I think for any project is really making sure you have the checklist of the ground floor before you start trying to jump to the 5th floor.
That's really good advice, and you actually touch pretty much everything in the box. So you have to have everything to launch successfully, and this is just the beginning, right? Because TGE, is it a good moment for TGE right now for the market?
Yes, I mean definitely. I see a lot more. A lot of companies are raising more, so there's money coming in, and money's
Altcoin season, they say.
altcoin coming in. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's more of a like if money come in from investors, they have to go somewhere. So ultimately, investors are not going to take the money because that's how they make their money, right? They're investing, they're trying to get their return. So they're not going to, if they raise $10 billion, they're not going to sit and say, hey, we're going to wait for a better time. They have to deploy. So the market right now really shows that there are a large amount of equity coming in, and it's being deployed. And that it generally indicates that there's going to be a much larger, growth down the line.
So you obviously see that Art knows a lot about what's going on within the market and everyone who plays a crucial role in this. So Art, can you tell how we can find you if someone will miss your section today at 4:30 about marketing, PR, and key opinion leaders? How we can get in touch with you? So you mentioned Forbes, right?
Yeah. Likely you can actually connect with me on LinkedIn, Art Malkov.
Likely.
On Twitter, you can look at me at X Malkov. First letter X, not just X. I know, and now it's confusing.
It's okay.
So it's
we get used
X
to
Malkov.
altogether.
Yeah, check out lever.io. That's a KOL marketplace. It's built with data-driven insights. It has TikTokers, YouTubers, Twitter influencers,
Creators.
all in one
Nice.
place. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here. TGE, very needed. Everybody needs to be part of it. B, really looking forward to what's happening next 6 months. I believe we are in the beginning of that alt season. You feel the energy, the excitement, the enthusiasm, and we are really starting to get to the point where, wow, okay, we've been waiting for it, but it's finally here.
We are happy to have you, and now, me personally, I feel myself more sustainable to have you here. So you
Great.
can provide the sustainability for everyone with your piece of advice.
All right. Thank you very
so
much. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you. Enjoy the summit. And if you're here, join Art's panel at 4:30 p.m. at the main stage at Cornell Tech University.
Thank you very much. Thank you.